Meet Messi, the first domesticated puma. But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to Happy World, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories. Messi is a 2-year-old puma living in the city of Punza, Russia. There's an Instagram account dedicated to him and his hijinks, which boasts almost 300,000 followers. But Messi doesn't live in a large cat sanctuary or a zoo. Instead, he lives in a normal apartment with his 2 human guardians and a house cat. Alexander and Maria Dmitriev first met Messi when they saw him at a local petting zoo when he was not much older than 1 year. As cat lovers, the Dmitrievs fell in love with him at first sight. They decided to speak to the petting zoo owners, who told them the puma's tale. Messi was born at the Saransk City Zoo in October of 2015. By the time he was 3 months old, he presented a lot of health problems, so he was sold to a petting zoo. After hearing the story, the Dmitrievs asked the petting zoo owners if they could buy Messi from them. Surprisingly, they agreed. The Dmitrievs knew that even once he reached adulthood, Messi wouldn't be able to live in the wild. He requires constant medical attention and would be an easy target for bigger pumas. So they decided to bring him home and try to domesticate him, and the couple did not take the responsibility lightly. Alexander and Maria did some research and conditioned an entire room in their apartment to meet Messi's needs. They covered the walls in bamboo and put a tree in the corner with a hiding hole. The door jambs were turned into scratching posts, and an entire wall became a mirror for Messi to play with his twin. But his living quarters weren't the only challenge. Messi suffers from chronic cystitis, so he has to go to the toilet quite often. At first, the Dmitrievs put a step stool by the bathtub so he could use it as a litter box. Eventually, they managed to potty train him and now take him out on bathroom walks twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. Then time came to address his other health issues. Probably a result of neglect as a cub, Messi also suffers from rickets and muscular atrophy. Aside from vitamin and mineral supplements, the Dmitrievs started taking him on short strolls to strengthen his bones and muscles. They increased the distance every day until past fractures made him start to limp again. So the couple changed their strategy. Committed to keep Messi as active and healthy as possible, the Dmitrievs tried to find wild animal handlers to help train him. Everyone refused, until a bobcat trainer agreed to do it. He began training Messi in one-on-one sessions at first, then took him to group classes at a local dog training school. The puma proved to be quite smart, learning the basic commands pretty fast. At home, things were improving too. As Messi began to open up, he also became more affectionate towards the Dmitrievs. Like any other cat, it turned out he really likes to cuddle and be stroked. And he also likes to play. Playing with an animal with such powerful claws might sound like a bad idea, but Messi soon learned to play without drawing his claws and not bite. But not everyone was happy to have him there. Before bringing Messi home, the Dmitrievs already had a pet, a 6-year-old Sphinx cat named Kira. Upon meeting her, Messi immediately wanted to play, but she was not interested. She lashed out at him with her claws and hissed at him, and hasn't warmed up to him since. That's not to say he doesn't keep trying. It may seem they've turned Messi into a domesticated cat, but the couple knows he has special needs. Alexander and Maria knew they couldn't just feed Messi cat food or even human food. They did their research to figure out what nutrients a big cat like him needs, and now feed him a strict diet of raw meat products. The Dmitrievs have been very diligent to ensure Messi has a good life, but that doesn't mean they don't have detractors. Animal rights activists and environmental organizations have called on the Dmitrievs to surrender Messi to a sanctuary or wildlife reserve. They claim a wild animal can never be fully domesticated and can pose dangerous threats. They also say it encourages illegal wildlife trade that's harmful to animals. But Alexander and Maria are confident that they're doing the right thing. The Dmitrievs believe, given Messi's unique situation and health problems, he would not be equipped to live on his own, even in a protected environment such as a sanctuary. They're adamant that Messi is one of a kind and discourages people from following their example. Others might disagree, but it seems Messi's fate lies with them. Animal welfare laws in Russia are very limited, only addressing the causing of injury or death to animals. There are no laws regulating wild animal ownership, so people like the Dmitrievs are within their legal boundaries to keep them. Meanwhile, as the controversy rages, Messi's online fame continues to rise. Messi has a YouTube channel with about 25,000 subscribers, but it's on Instagram where he's become wildly popular. Boasting 295 followers, the Puma's hijinks have enamored people all around the world. Though he's only 2 years old and is yet to reach full maturity, it seems he's adapted to his domestic environment and loves Alexander and Maria just as much as they love him.